Amp versus Colorado. Team name is Colorado. Where's this team from, Chris?
Germany.
From Germany. Amp out in blue.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lebanon, Ohio. This one just getting underway as Colorado leading 1-0 on a great huck to start this one. I'm Chris McGlynn alongside Akshat Rajan, bringing this game to you here in the 5 p.m. window at the World Ultimate Club Championships. Philadelphia Amp versus Germany's Colorado. Colorado jumping out to an early 1-0 lead. Two teams playing here in what is the round of 16. First time we're seeing the Germany D-line here and a zone look from Germany. Patient offense so far as Philadelphia moves it back and forth. Amp into the red zone now. Nikki Spiva, formerly of Washington, D.C.'s truck stop, with the disc. Kelsey Devlin now to Carolyn Normile, the Pittsburgh University standout. Nico Lake on the goal line, looking to punch this in. Into the end zone for Spiva, and that'll be a go for Amp. Tying it up now, first hole of the game for Amp, making it 1-1. Amp punching in their first open of this one, tying it up at 1. Philadelphia Amp making it to the national championship game last year in the mixed division in the United States. Coming up just short. Double game point loss in the end to Seattle Mixtape. Mixtape being in this tournament as well, a chance for Amp potentially get revenge, well on their way to getting there. Round of 16 now. Amp already making it through the round of 32 earlier today. But Colorado now on offense. Back again. High stall count rising here on Germany. Felix Glode up line. Finding some space. Getting up to Oliver Young, one of the coaches and captain on this team. Turnover there, laying out attempt from Catherine Exner, unable to bring it in. Mike Ing will pick up now for Philly. First break opportunity here for Amp. Spencer DeRue around now, finding Steve Rosso. Rosso getting towards the goal line now. Stall count rising on Rosso. Reset now, we're gonna need a pick call. Mo Safari with the disc. It's gonna be sent back to Rosso. Rosso played 3 years in the AUDL with the Philadelphia Phoenix. Continuing his run with Amp as well. Now, Amp was not at the last World Ultimate Club Championships, did appear in 2010. But was not here in 2014. Inside break right away. Excellent throw into the end zone. Goal for Amp. Amp getting the break now. An early lead, 2-1. Philadelphia in front. Amp pulling here to start this next D point. Getting an all-important break early on in this one. Leading 2-1 now. Stebniak upfield, finding Young. Young throwing the disc there. Layout attempt. Great grab from Breetzman. Young, one of the captains on this team. Taking a shot downfield. Looking for Dahlman. A little bit too far for Dahlman into the end zone. Young, no stranger to playing at the World Ultimate Club Championships. Played 4 years ago. Not with Colorado, though. Played with Australia's Colony at the last World Ultimate Club Championships in Lecco, Italy in 2014. Amp back on O. Lots of space here for the Philly offense to work with to start this point. Looking for what would be a second straight break. Upfield now. Zumbrum with the disc. Matt Zumbrum. Player for UDEL during his college days. Coming underneath here is Ben Peleg, unable to bring it in though. Peleg just a little bit of a drop there off his hands as Young picks up. Young with a scuba over the top. Great throw into space. Stepniak now with the disc. Philip Stepniak, one of the members of that World Ultimate and Guts Championship team for Germany back in 2016, competing in London. Excuse me, actually playing with Poland. He's actually of Polish descent, playing with Poland, also at the World Games in 2017 with Poland. This tap back in here. Young taking off. Coming back on that break side. Hammer over the top from Young, looking downfield for Stepniak. Excellent play into the end zone. Great find from Young, and that'll be a goal for Germany. Colorado tying it up at 2. Nico Lake fielding here for Philly, getting back on O. Niki Spiva now at the disc. Back to Lake. Spivo and Lake, both with experience playing the DC area.
Not in that pass.
Turnover there, though. Spiva played with DC's truck stop prior to joining AMP this season. Lake playing his college days at Georgetown. Great defense on the undercut there for Emily Shields. And a turnover here. Foul call on the mark, though. Some conversation here between Nico Lake and Matthias Voss, or Malte Voss, excuse me. Just coming back to Voss. Break opportunity here for Germany. Thought about taking the shot, Voss did, looking downfield. It's Tom Stenzel making the cut. Stenzel now coming underneath. Excellent layout attempt and a strip call here. Definitely not going to agree with that. Very close to knocking it away. Came very, very close there. Luke Ryan, I believe, on the bid. Incredible play there. It is a foul, though, going to the game advisor. It's going to stay with Stenzel. Stenzel, another member of the German national team, competing at the World Ultimate and Guts Championships in 2016. Inside throw here. Finding Liza Werner. Werner, high release throw, just a little bit out of the reach. Unbelievable effort, though. Incredible grab from Stenzel. Luke Ryan getting a hand to it. Stenzel laying out and bringing it in. A huge break there. Great play. Heads up effort from Stenzel. Unbelievable effort in the back of the end zone. 3-2 now. Germany getting the break back and retaking the lead. Great layout effort there. Germany getting it back now, as that was Stenzel making the play. Honestly, it looked like if Luke Ryan had not touched that one, there's a good chance it would have just fallen harmlessly to the ground, and AMP would have had another chance on offense. Instead, Germany coming back out on D, leading 3-2. Tobias Kusik on the pull. Commonly referred to by his teammates as Toby. Played with Heidelberg at the last World Ultimate Club Championships in 2014 in Lecco. Finishing 8th at that tournament. Highest finish ever by a German team at these World Ultimate Club Championships. Philly back on O now. Opportunity to settle back down. Now, Philly missing one of its best offensive players in Anna Thompson, the UPenn standout and member of the U24 squad for the United States back in Perth, Australia. Injured for this game, will not be competing. And looking comfortable, though, so far on this O point. Kelsey Devlin now with a disc. Niki Spiva continuing to work in the middle of that zone. Philly knocking on the door. Zumbrun with the disc now, back to Spiva. Philly patiently looking to work it into the end zone here. Alicia Dixon hanging out in this back corner, hoping for something over the top. Not getting it, though. Steve Rosso now. Devlin in the end zone. That's a goal for Kelsey Devlin, and Amp ties it back up at 3. Patient offense pays off as Amp gets the score. Nice patient 0 point there from Philadelphia, getting back on track. Tying the game up at 3. Still on serve here in the early goings of this game. Philly yet to be challenged much in this tournament. Closest game they've played was during pool play against Great Britain's Banana Cutters, winning that game 15-11. Otherwise, in the other 5 games that Amp has played up to this point, only allowed a combined 23 goals. That's fewer than 5 per game. Amp's defense has been incredible at times during this tournament. Germany back on offense now. Monhurst with the stall count rising, getting it off the sideline. Back to Sophia Monhurst. Monhurst competing at the World Beach Championships in 2017 with India. Doing a lot of work on this point, continuing to get open on that break side. Instead, Stepniak taking a shot downfield, hanging up there. Good positioning, and we're going to get a foul call here. That's going to be Glode making the foul call. Seems like it will be contested, though, by Peleg. The 2 players talk it out. Floating in the air for a while there. Not totally sure that it was a foul. It seemed like Peleg initially had positioning. Going to the game advisor here. It's going to be a foul call in the end. Peleg not liking the call. Conversation still being had here, even after some insight from the game advisor. It's going to be staying with Claude. Uncontested foul in the end. Germany with a chance for another hold here. Pick call will stop play once again. Germany looking to retake the lead here on the goal line now. Monhurst now with the disc. Looking at the end zone for Young. Can't find him. Back around to Stepniak. Glows wanting it to the back of the end zone. Nice shadowing there by Peleg to deny him the disc. Raha knocking it away. Raha. Oh, we're going to get a call here as well. It seemed like initially that was going to be a clean block. Instead, Mo Safari will talk it out. Mo Safari, uncontested foul in the end. Disc will stay here with Clara Tristner on the goal line. Tristner looking to get it off. Around throw. Back to Stepniak. Stall count rising here on Stepniak. Stepniak putting it into the air. Knocked away there by Amp. Run through D. Mo Safari picking it up. Run through D there by Yuge Shao, excuse me. Mo Safari now controlling the offense. Was the runner-up for the Offensive Player of the Year award according to Ultiworld in 2017. Taking a shot downfield is Peleg, and that's going to sail out of bounds. Not going to come back. Out of bounds Huck there. Going to result in possession going back over to Germany. Young will bring this in here. Stephen Eng matched up against him. Over the top throw here. Looking for the hammer to Stepniak. Nice box out there from Nardelli. Great positioning. Picked up a move right away by Carolyn Normile. Up to Mo Safari. Mo Safari up to Stephen Eng. Back to Mo Safari. And one of the teams that is more than confident using all of their female players. In fact, letting the female players usually run the team as if they were a very talented part of this group. And a turnover there, looking to center it back to the middle of the field. Turnover there for AMP. Timeout called. Bouncing off the hands of Rob Robinson there. And now Colorado just wanting to take a breather, try and figure out their offensive unit, and get back on track here on offense. Coming out of the timeout now. Back on O is Germany. Still an O point for the Germans. Sabine Manhurst picking up the disc. Great defense there as Rob Robinson getting back the turnover he just made on the point before, possession before. Picked up by Steve Adang now for AMP. Mo Safari now coming underneath. Over to Robinson. And we're going to get a pick call, I believe. That's going to stop play. Far side of the field, away from the play, so it'll stay where it was, but will halt play. Allow players to catch up. Turns out it was a couple throws back, so it's going to go back to Mo Safari. Mo Safari also named to Ulti World's second team all-club last summer. Excuse me, last fall for the mixed division. Been a dominant player on AMP now for the last several years. AMP still 6-0, still undefeated so far in this tournament. Need to stay that way to keep their championship hopes alive going forward. Tight window there. Ing back to Robinson. Robinson now with the throw into the end zone. That's going to be a break for AMP. Eric Nardelli on the throw from Rob Robinson. Big break there for AMP. Opportunity to retake the lead. Gain some control in this matchup against Germany. Colorado finished second at German Nationals last year. Also finished second at the European Club Championships. Offensive unit back up there as Briesman throws it upfield. Tipped around and eventually knocked down by Mike Ing. Ing, another Pittsburgh player. Playing with En Sabanur. Playing the national championship game this year as well. Floated into the end zone for Steve Rosso. Excellent throw right off the bat. Incredible throw there. Unbelievable effort in the end, and that gets another break in for AMP. Finding Rosso in the end zone is Andrea De Sabato. That makes it 5-3 now. AMP extending the lead. Mike Ing with a big backhand pull downfield. Gonna just drift out of play here. That was Andrea De Sabato, excuse me. On the beautiful break flick there. As they set up another AMP goal. So used to following around Raleigh Ring of Fire this week. It's the end of the day here. I'm starting to get a little bit tired. De Sabato was an assistant on the Philadelphia Phoenix team last year, alongside current Empire coach Eileen Murray. On the mark right now for AMP. Germany looking to stop the bleeding here. Stepniak with the disc. Excuse me, Young with the disc. Looking to get it back to Stepniak. Upfield to Stepniak. Back over to Young. Exner catching it just outside the end zone. Not quite in yet. Sending it back to Young. Young upfield. Flamerau on the goal line. A travel called. Continuing the play here. It's one of the differences between USA Ultimate and WFDF, the World Flying Disc Federation. Travels will not stop play, just reset and keep going. Break around, floating up in the air. Excellent read by AMP, and I think we're going to have a foul call here. Foul call by Young. Ryan Flamberg involved in the incident. Knocked down in the end there by Natalie Bova. Flamberg saying that I believe the disc was uncatchable for both of them. There's certainly some contact, though, between the two. Uncatchable disc. Foul will be rescinded. Germany also a little bit short-staffed in this one, missing Jonas Beck, Spirit captain, and one of the players on the World Ultimate and Guts Championship team for Team Germany in 2016. Injured, will not be competing in this one. Spencer DeRue now with the disc. Upfield, finding Flamberg, pick called, stopping play once again. Lots of stoppages early on in this game. And with a chance for a third straight break here. Two teams traded breaks early on in this one. It's been close throughout. Largest lead of the day for either team at 5-3 for AMP. Flamberg with the disc now. Taking a shot downfield in the area of Mike Ing. Ing reading it well, going up and bringing it in. Not quite in the end zone yet. Flipping it upfield into the end zone for Steve Rosso. And Ing celebrating by falling down and being mobbed by his teammates. Great effort there from Mike Ing to bring that one in. One of the top college players in the men's division this year. With the assist on that one to Steve Rosso. 4 straight points, 3 straight breaks. Philadelphia AMP on a roll right now. Leading in this one 6-3. As we approach halftime here in this mixed pre-quarter matchup. And I believe we're going to have substitution here as AMP with the wrong gender ratio on the field. Long floating pull. Luke Ryan sprinting down to cover for Philly. Young now over to the sideline, finding Garothofer. Back in the middle for Stepniak. Stepniak and Young controlling a lot of the offense, along with Manhertz so far in this one for Germany. Upline, Ryan laying out, almost getting a hand to it. Now Young taking a shot downfield in the area of Manhertz. Manhertz going up, bringing it in. Excellent sky by Manhertz. Fritzman floating it into the end zone. And I think we're going to call here. They'll send it back. Pick call. Going to be waved off. Nope, it's going to come back. Players resetting here. Fritzman, nice floating throw into the end zone. Looked like a goal in the end. Going to come back for Germany. And now on the layout, just a little bit out of her reach. Turnover now for Germany. Quick succession. It seemed like Kirchner was there. Or excuse me, it seemed like Manhertz was there for Germany. Unable to bring it in on the second attempt there after the pick call. Another opportunity here now for AMP to break. Already going on 3 in a row. Taking a shot downfield. Great boxing out there by Mo Safari into the end zone, and that'll be another goal. Mo Safari to Luke Ryan. Mo Safari tracking it down, using positioning, and I think we're going to have an injury call, though. Not sure what happened. Back initially on the throw. We'll step aside here while the two teams sort this out and attend to the injured player. Last goal will stand as it was determined the injury occurred as the throw was in the air. So AMP now leading 7-3. Mike Ing with a big pull downfield. Lots of hang time there, giving Robinson plenty of time to run down. Seemed like we were going to have a close game in this first half as knocked away once again. Panna up to Robinson. AMP trying to score what would be Raha into the end zone. That's going to be Mo Safari with the goal. And that is going to be 6 straight for AMP to end this first half. 8-3 now, AMP leading. Incredible run Philly is on to close that one out. Raha Mo Safari laying out into the end zone for the goal. We'll take a break here for halftime and come back with the second half of action. What looked like to be a close game has turned into a bit of a blowout here as AMP leading 8-3 at the start of the second half. Finishing that first half on a 6-goal run, trailing 3-2. A couple of early breaks traded for each team. Amp now comfortably in control, starting on offense for the second half. Nico Lake with the disc now. Former Georgetown standout. This Amp team has taken care of business against most of the teams they've faced so far. Mentioned in that first half, other than against the Banana Cutters of Great Britain. Not allowed more than 8 points in a game. Upfield throw on the goal line now. Germany looked to punch it in. Manhurts with the stall count rising. Hammer into the end zone. Beautiful throw. Incredible throw in the end. Great find from Manhurts, and that's going to be a goal for Germany coming out of half. A break, no less. It'll be 8-4 now. Germany getting one back on Amp. Amp on 0 once again, following the break for Germany out of half. Colorado making it 8-4 now. Showing a little bit more fight in the start of the second half. Nikki Spiva now with the disc. Spiva, an alternate on the World Games team back in 2017. Leader of DC's Truck Stop, who finished 4th last year at the men's division at U.S. Nationals. Good patient offense here. Carolyn Normile and Bob Bruce working it upfield well. Back to Spiva, up to Normile again. This Amp offense moving at a blistering pace right now. Finally slowing down a little bit, giving Colorado a chance to reset their zone. Nico Lake up to Normile again. Normile back to Spiva, and that'll be a goal. Making it look easy. Amp shredding that zone. Retaking control and showing they still have control of this one. 9-4 now, Amp up. Amp getting back on track. Some of the best zone offense seen all week here at these World Ultimate Club Championships. Unbelievable pull coming about a foot away from being perfect there from Mike Ing. Drifting down to that back corner and just out of play. Kusick now with the disc, upfield. Finding Liza Werner. Werner over to Sophie Flammer. Now Young. Break around here, getting it to the sideline. Staying on that break sideline. Break throw into the end zone, just bouncing off the hands of Young, laying out. Unable to bring it in though. Turnover will give Amp a chance at a break. First break opportunity for Amp in this second half. Philadelphia Amp competing at the 2010 World Ultimate Club Championships. Did not feature in 2014. Finished 7th though, back in the 2010 edition of this tournament. Ing with the disc once again. Thought about taking the shot deep. Yuge Shao doing a lot of work downfield right now, along with Malti McKinnon. Ing getting the reset. This will be one of the final times we'll see Mike Ing in an Amp uniform, as he will be joining Temper later this year. Lofted into the end zone here. Excellent throw and run down by Malta McKinnon. Malti McKinnon bringing it in for the goal, and that's a break for Amp. Excellent throw and execution from Yuge Shao. Setting it up for the goal there, and Amp looking in control once again and getting another break here in this second half. Amp pulling here to start this next point. Steven Ang, nice big backhand pull. Excellent last point there for Amp. That was Malti McKinnon. Punching it in for the break. Getting the lead back up now to 10-4. Colorado looking solid here in the second half, better than in the first. Still a long ways to go to get back into this game though. Ripping it downfield here. Looking for Stepniak. Stepniak racing onto it. Great throw, putting it out on a shelf. Unbelievable throw from Young. And that is going to be a goal for Germany. Colorado making it 10-5. Unbelievable sequence there. Great throw, great rundown, and an overall great goal for Colorado. Great throw there from Oliver Jung, the coach of this team and a member of the German national team. Throws like that will show you why he's on the national team. And back on O now. Still leading 10-5. Very much in control, but Colorado needing a break here to start sparking what would be a huge comeback. Another zone look here from Germany. Mo Safari now at the disc. Nico Lake now. Upfield along the sidelines. Amp moving it well now, back and forth across this zone. Mo Safari and Lake doing well. Pana taking off. Thought about putting the scuba over the top there to Ryan. But Lake instead resets to Mo Safari. Stall count rising. Taking a shot into the end zone. Excellent read and a throw. Unbelievably timed in place. Carolyn Normile with a great throw into the end zone. The Pittsburgh Callahan nominee putting it on a shelf for Pana. Letting him go get it and making it 11-5 now in favor of Amp. Carolyn Normile with an excellent put there to Michael Pana in the end zone. Believe I was giving some false credit there to Mo Safari, who's an excellent player, but not to take anything from Normile. Normile working the disc for most of that point on offense for Amp before finding Pana in the end zone. Pana, a member of Philadelphia Patrol last year, the men's club team in Philadelphia before joining Amp this year. Colorado back on O. Stenzel now with the disc. Upfield, finding Voss. Monhurst now with the disc. Swinging around to Young. Oliver Young upfield to Stenzel. Lots of handler movement on this point so far. Hammer over the top. Gonna come down short, but Stepniak going down and getting it. Excellent grab from Stepniak. Great little crafty throw over the top from Stepniak to Young in the end zone. Unbelievable throw, putting it in a place where there was no chance for Amp to get it. That's a frustrating one if you're a defense. Excellent defense from Amp, just a better throw from Germany. Colorado now making 11-6. Hanging around in this one, refusing to go away. Excellent throw there from Stepniak to Young. Ben Peleg playing excellent defense, but nothing you can really do there as a defender than hang your head and accept the fact that that was just a great throw. Tip your cap. Give the offense some credit. Amp now on offense with an opportunity to stretch the lead a little bit more. Remain in control. Got broken right out of half, but since then settling down and looking sharp with this O-line unit. Another zone look here. This time it's Mo Safari with the disc. Finding Spiva. Spiva, another member of that 2017 Philadelphia Phoenix team. Running the offense here, tossing it upfield. Excellent grab there. On the doorstep now. Philly looking to punch this in. Tight window, and Spiva scoring another goal. Spiva has scored a lot of those goals right on the goal line. Very patient offense there. Linda Morse with the assist. Nikki Spiva with another goal for Amp. 12-6. Excuse me, 12-7. Amp still in control of this. No, 12-6. 12-6. Hard to see the scoreboard from here. Trying to keep track of my head. 12-6. The score right now. Amp still in control. I'm out following that point from Colorado, giving both sets of coaches an opportunity to talk things over with their teams. Young discussing how to get back into this one, and Patrick Sherlock, an opportunity to discuss with Amp how to close this game out. Sherlock, the Ulti World 2017 Mixed Club Coach of the Year. Doing an excellent job leading Amp to the national championship game within a point of a national title. Was the runner-up in 2016, so nice to see him with the recognition in 2017. Colorado back on O. Kaisik all the way across the field here. Amp locking in on defense now. Stall count rising. Mo Safari with an excellent mark. Dixon almost getting there for the D. I think we're going to get a foul call on the mark here. Dixon marking it with Sabine Mounthurst. Mounthurst playing at the international level with India, part of that Indian national team. We played at Beach Worlds last summer. Flammer now on the sideline. Another great mark there. Turns into an interception. Mo Safari with a great mark, setting up the interception there downfield. Going to get a timeout call now. Mo Safari calling the timeout there for Amp. Excellent mark by her to set up that block for Ryan Flamberg. Right in the right place there. Great defensive positioning. Got to get a foul call here on the mark. Mo Safari matching up with Sophia Flammer. Flammer, another member of the World Ultimate Guts Championship team, competing out in London back in 2016 for Germany. Flamberg around from Mo Safari. Excellent little flip right there to Flamberg. Inside break to Mike Ing. Ing will be playing the rest of the season with the men's club team Pittsburgh Temper. Temper going to the finals of the Pro Elite Challenge against Johnny Bravo just a little over a week ago now. We're going to get a pick call, I believe, in the stack. Mo Safari will keep the disc, but it will stop play. Resetting now. Mo Safari with a break around to Ing. Going to come up just a little bit short, though. And give the disc back over to Colorado. Colorado taking a shot downfield. Looking for Stepniak. Stepniak racing onto it. Great throw and catch once again. Young and Stepniak connecting one more time. And that's going to be the eventual hold there in the end for Colorado, making it 12-7. Dahlman with the pull. Colorado getting back into this one. A little bit confusing, the namesake, for a lot of the American viewers. Colorado obviously being a state in the U.S. The team based in Karlsruhe uses Colorado as the team name, though, as throw from Michael Panna, just a little bit too far out of his reach, despite the layout. Voss now picking up. Germany back on offense here with an opportunity to break. Tight space is there. And I think we're going to get a foul. Uncontested foul there. Some good spirit on both sides. Morse closing down. Almost getting it cleanly. Christner now throwing it upfield, getting tipped around. Luke Ryan coming down with it. Upfield for Panna. Into the end zone now. Looking for Morse. Morse tracking it down. And a great read by Morse. Excellent throw by Panna. And that's going to be another hold for Amp. Making it 13-7 now. Amp cruising along on offense. Closing in on what will be a 7th win for the week. And a win that would put them into the quarterfinals. Philadelphia on defense once again, leading 13-7. Getting close to closing this one out as that disc just drifts out of bounds. Colorado back on offense. Mentioned earlier on in this game that they actually finished second at the European Club Championships of 2017, just last year. Only team they lost to was Groot, team that we've seen play so far here at the World Ultimate Club Championships. Young now breaking around. Wind picking up here, taking another shot downfield. Stepniak into the end zone once again. Max Charles laying out, trying to get a piece of it, unable to do so. That'll be Stepniak into the end zone again. Another connection for him for a goal. That'll make it 13-8. Colorado with the pull here. Still trailing 13-8. But certainly refusing to go away as that pull sails out of bounds. Normile upfield here, finding Morse. Morse thought about taking a shot downfield. Normile again with the disc. Some contact, and Nicky Spiva knocked down there. It was very incidental, but Spiva definitely run into. And will actually result in a pick here, affecting the play, sending the disc back to Normile. Normile, a Callahan finalist this year at Pittsburgh, leading Pittsburgh women's ultimate into the semifinals this year. Coming up just short against Colorado Colley. Into the end zone now. Spiva taking a shot, looking in the area of Luke Ryan. Ryan reading it well, laying out. Excellent grab from Luke Ryan. Great grab for Luke Ryan in the end zone, making it 14-8. Amp just a point away from closing this one out. Pellick with the pull here for Amp. Opportunity to close it out on defense. Leading 14-8 here. Amp looked in control for much of this game. Took an early lead. Floated up here, and Stephen Eng getting the D. De Sabato putting it up. Batted around, and going to go right back over as Stencil elevates there to bring it in. Young now with the disc. Inside. Finding Manhurst. On Manhurst now. On the goal line. Back to Young. Manhurst and Young playing small ball. Up to Stepniak. Scuba into the end zone for Young. And Young punches it in once again. Switching it up this time as Stepniak throwing to Young instead of the other way around. And that'll make it 14-9. Colorado punching that in. Oliver Young once again with the goal. Second straight appearance at the World Ultimate Club Championships for Young. Played with Colony back in 2014 in Lecco. Young with the pull. Long backhand pull. Sailing towards that back corner and sailing a little bit too far. Just carrying out of play. Mo Safari will go retrieve for Amp. For Amp here, one more point would end it and move them on to the quarterfinals. Looking pretty comfortable so far in this one. They've got off to a little bit of a rocky start. A couple of early breaks. Definitely seemed like Colorado was going to give Amp a game, but then Amp scored 6 straight to end the first half. Took half at 8-3. And now has been in control, leading by 5 or 6 for pretty much the entire second half, as Nico Lake will take a rip downfield, looking for Morse, but not enough air underneath it. Morse definitely having a little bit of separation there from Flammer, but unable to track it down. Germany back on 0. Stall count rising here. Throwing a little bit behind the intended target into the end zone. Morse will get that one, and that'll close it out. Excellent heads-up play there. And that's going to do it. That's going to be the final point. Morse on the score. And Emily Shields with the assist. The runner-up for Offensive Player of the Year in the mixed division back in 2016 with the final assist for Amp. And that'll do it, sending AMP on to the quarterfinals now with a break to close it out and a 15-9 victory.